Good evening and welcome. My name is Lisa Enriquez, minister out of San Antonio, Texas. We are here to remember and celebrate the life of Vanessa Guillen. It is our sincere hope that the family and friends of Vanessa Guillen get a chance to view this celebration of her life as we honor their loved one from your sister city in San Antonio, Texas. We are #San Antonio Stands with Vanessa Guillen. At the end of this memorial celebration, we will light the candles you see here in Vanessa's honor. So please stay with us. Let me first express my gratitude for our friends and families, fellow San Antonians who are here today. Your presence and participation in this ceremony shows great character and compassion that you represent our city, given the pandemic and everything that's going on for our fallen soldier, Vanessa Guillen. And thank you to all who helped get the word out for this memorial celebration in Vanessa's honor. Let us begin. It is an important day when we gather here together to honor a life and mourn a death. Time just stands still for just a moment as we stand here to acknowledge that someone has touched our lives. Someone has left an imprint on our souls and that our lives are forever changed. That someone was Vanessa Guillen. Vanessa remains were confirmed on Sunday, July the 5th, 2020. But her spirit and her living made a difference. And will continue to do so as long as each and every one of you remember her in your hearts. We are now the representatives and the ambassadors of Vanessa's legacy. She graduated in 2018 from Cesar Chavez High School out of Houston, Texas in the top 15% of her class. She played soccer, she loved to jog, and she was avid about sports and learning. Her favorite musician was a Puerto Rican singer, Bad Bunny. Her favorite flowers were sunflowers, white flowers, and roses, some of the flowers you see here. Vanessa joined the Army in June of 2018 and was trained as a small arms/artillery repairer. I know she gave wonderful gifts of laughter, kindness, graciousness, strength, bravery, acceptance, and love to her family and friends. Vanessa gave to each and every one of us every inch of what she had to offer when she joined the United States military and became a soldier. Something she knew she wanted to do as a small child. She was smart, beautiful, young Latina woman who planned for the future, never held back, and always tried to give it her all. Sadly, Vanessa fought an internal battle with her own military base on U.S. soil of alleged sexual harassment waged by her own military peers, and she gave her life for it. Research has proven thousands of women and some men have been sexually harassed and assaulted in the United States military. Too often, a vast majority of women are discouraged to report the sexual misconduct. Many women who are assaulted in the military feel retaliation or told they are just deranged by their supervisors. Women suffer, they cannot talk about what happened, or are killed by the very men and women whose violence surges out of control. Research has also documented that military officers have been known to ignore harassment. In our world, prosecutors determine if they need to investigate and then try offenders. In the military, the commanders make those decisions. Just doesn't seem quite fair. There are 7 core Army values that teach us what being a soldier is all about. And the number one, which all soldiers need to learn and adhere to, is loyalty. Loyalty reads, bear true faith and allegiance to the United States Constitution, the Army, your unit, and soldiers. Vanessa Guillen was clearly denied that first and important core value of loyalty by her military peers when no one spoke up regarding what they knew about her disappearance. Not to mention lack of respect. In the Soldiers' Code, respect reads, we pledge to treat others with dignity and respect while expecting others to do the same. Vanessa was not and has not been treated with dignity and respect by her military peers. The first time she was sexually harassed by her soldiers at Fort Hood Base. And when they delayed a search for her and communicated poorly with her family about the disappearance. The next value is integrity. Do what's right, morally, legally. It requires that you say and do nothing that deceives others. Vanessa and her family have blatantly been deceived by Fort Hood Military Base and its superiors the day she was reported as present on base, when it was the same day, in fact, she was already missing. This base has clearly demonstrated they do not do what is right and do not adhere to any legal or moral standards. My personal favorite of the Army engineer values is honor. The nation's highest military award is the Medal of Honor. This award goes to soldiers who make honor a matter of daily living, carrying out all the qualities listed here and more. I am sure all of you will agree that Vanessa Guillen has already mastered the value of honor. The very day she decided to take a stand for all women and men who are victims of sexual harassment and abuse in the United States military, when she said, "No más," and gave her life because of it. All through basic training, the first thing soldiers are taught that we are all family. Unfortunately, now we know that is not always the case. Vanessa was a kind, loving, smart, athletic, young woman of valor, and we will all miss her. She was loved by many, and she was a soldier in the United States Army. Hence, the reason we are here today, to honor her life and mourn her death, and pray justice is served for all women and men who are sexually harassed in the United States military. With that said, I will read this poem. It's called Side by Side, written by Jennifer L. Best, SPC in the Army, currently serving. Women have fought, women have died, women have served and served with pride. From the Revolutionary War, and yet still today, women stand side by side in men with uniform and say that they will support and defend the Constitution of the United States proudly in the air, on land, and sea. They continue to fight for freedom wherever that may be. Their dedication to duty reflected their selfless service was so true. From private to general, these women did and still do. So be thankful for those women, past and serving still today. Be thankful that they give so much, and please include them when you pray. Please join me in saying to Vanessa's mother, Gloria, and father, Rogelio Guillen, sisters, brothers, boyfriend, and extended family and friends. You are all in our thoughts because of your loss. And you are not alone in this fight for justice. We are. Hashtag San Antonio stands for Vanessa Guillen. For you and for our sisters, beloved Vanessa Guillen, ya no más. No más. We will now move on to the candle ceremony, as we mentioned in the beginning of this service. We have set up this area this evening with candles to light in honor of Vanessa Guillen. Keeping a light burning in remembrance signifies that the memory still lives on and burns bright. A funeral poem can bring remembrance of the emotions experienced while that person was living. The 5 candles funeral poem bring memories of joy shared, love embraced, and time spent together. On behalf of the Guillen family, we would like to perform the 5 candle lighting ceremony in honor of Vanessa Guillen. I would like to call up Oyuky Deza, veteran of the Air Force. Next, Diana Ibanez, activist for rights and justice for all. Erica Cruz, representative for her cousin, Tia Melissa Beatty, currently serving. Christina Garcia Hinojosa, representing military vets in the family of her father and 4 uncles. Yolanda Jung, your host, who worked diligently with me to put this ceremony together, and our unsung hero out in the audience, Aguilar. We light these 5 candles in honor of you, Vanessa Guillen. We light one for our grief, one for our courage, one for our memories, one for our love, and one for our hope. The first candle represents our grief. Please light the first candle. The pain of losing you is intense, and the sadness that we feel is often hard to handle. Your life has made a difference in our lives. We want you to know that we miss you so much, Vanessa Guillen. The second candle will represent our courage. The courage to confront our sorrow, the courage to comfort each other, and the courage to change our lives. We are now all changed because of you, Vanessa Guillen. The third candle is a candle of memory. There is so much everyone remembers about Vanessa. Her smile, her laugh, all the good times that she had, the bad ones too, the times when we were all angry, the times when we were happy, all the silly things she did, all those times that could never have been lived with anyone but her. We want you to know that we will always remember you, Vanessa Guillen. The fourth candle is the light of love. The specialness that we share with you can never be replaced. As we enter into the fall season, our love for you will shine as brightly as this candle. We will pass that love on to others, and as we do, our hearts will smile because of you. We want you to know that we will always love you. The fifth candle is the light of hope. We light for hope that you will live on through us, never to be erased from our memory. Knowing you has brought us strength. We want you to know that we will take the energy of your living to help us move forward in our own lives, and that your life will continue to make a difference in the world. We hope, Vanessa, that you are proud of us and that we will all be together again. May the glow of these flames be our source of hopefulness now and forever. We light in loving memory of Vanessa Guillen. Thank you, ladies. I'd like to share this song with you, written by Jen Bassett. I didn't know they would be our last, or that we'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. Well, I'm so numb, I can't feel anymore. Well, praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. Well, that you're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel round throne tonight. Love lives on the side of us, and we will hold on tight. Well, it's not our place to question, and only God knows why. We're just jealous of the angels round throne tonight. You always made our troubles seem so small. You were always there to catch us when we fall. We're in a world where heroes come and go. God is to the only one we know. So we'll hold you as close as we can, longing for the day when we see your face again. But until then, God must lead another angel around the throne tonight. Love lives outside of us, and we will hold on tight. Well, it's not our place to question. Only God knows why. We're just jealous of the angels round the throne tonight, singing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. We're just jealous of the angels round the throne tonight. Let us pray. God, in whose image we are made, women and girls are undervalued across the globe. May we vow to recognize their gifts and their individuality as they are beautifully and wonderfully made. Spare them from sexual harassment, molestation, and ritual abuse. Defend them from violent crimes, being kept in captivity, and acts of outrageous cruelty. And help us to love and respect them as a part of your good creation. Lord, in our mercy, hear our prayer. God of eternity, we give you thanks for those who are no longer with us because they're paid with their life for crimes they never committed. Those who died and are now forever free from abuse and torture, receive them into your eternal keeping and keep them ever in our memory, that together we might be empowered to spend our lives working for an end to violence. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. The journey of grief is long, people, and those who walk it should not have to walk it alone. In times like these, nothing takes the place of people coming together for a specific purpose. It is our sincere hope that you realize how valuable Vanessa was to others and what a great impact her living and dying has made. We, along with you, are so proud of our sister soldier and child in Christ, Vanessa Guillen. We are #San Antonio Stand Strong with Vanessa Guillen. Thank you for attending this service.